Namaste, welcome to Zeel's Astrology, where we explore the wonders of Vedic astrology together. Now, Mars moved into the sign of Gemini on January 21 in retrograde motion, and it will stay in the sign of Gemini until April 3. However, Mars will begin moving forward in progressive motion from February 24th. This means that Mars will remain retrograde in Gemini for about a month. And in this video, I will focus on its retrograde phase. A separate video will cover Mars's direct motion. Currently, Mars is retrograde through retrograding through the Nakshatra of Punarvasu, and will continue to do so until it leaves Gemini and move into Cancer. The name Punarvasu reflects the idea of returning, redoing, or revisiting something. And this is a key theme for Mars during this transit. You might find yourself reflecting on past events or redoing tasks you have already worked on. It's also possible that someone or something from your past might come back into your life. Whether this experience will be positive or challenging depends on your unique chart. And before I dive into further discussion, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you do not miss any updates on my channel. Like and share our videos with your friends and family, and you can also follow me now on Instagram as well. And to book consultation with me, just drop me an email. All the links are provided in the description box below. Now, this retrograde transit of Mars in Gemini is quite significant, and there's a deeper reason behind it. When we connect the dots, Mars is currently in Punarvasu Nakshatra, which is ruled by Jupiter. At the same time, Saturn, positioned 9th from Mars, is in Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra, also ruled by Jupiter. This creates a strong and interconnected energy between Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. It's a good time to start something new as long as your decisions are well planned and wise. Saturn's placement in Aquarius, 9th from Mars, emphasizes the importance of patience and discipline during this period. Adding to this, Saturn is aspecting Aries and Scorpio. Both signs are ruled by Mars. Alongside Saturn, Jupiter, and Rahu are also influencing Scorpio. Meanwhile, Mars is aspecting Capricorn, a sign which is ruled by Saturn. And Jupiter is also aspecting Capricorn as well. These planetary influences highlight Mars, its houses, and their overall energy, making them very intense during this period. Globally, this combination of Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn can bring significant events. Jupiter's position in an earthy sign like Taurus, combined with an Aries sign or airy nature of Gemini and Aquarius, can lead to natural phenomena such as earthquakes or cyclones. Mars's aspect on Capricorn, which deals with governors and structure, might cause disruptions or significant decisions by government that could have lasting effects. The strong influence on Scorpio further suggests global transformations and deep changes. Rahu's presence in Pisces, ruled by Jupiter, adds to the intensity of these energies. The symbolism of Punarvasu, represented by the bow and arrow, ties to the themes of restoring dharma. This could manifest as conflicts, including clashes between armies and other forces, possibly even terrorist activity. Additionally, Mars in Punarvasu Nakshatra in Gemini emphasizes the need to revisit and redo many things during this time. From January 24 to February 11, Mars will also be aspecting Mercury. Since Mercury is Gemini's ruler and Mars's dispositor, this influence can directly affect your intellect and decision making. It's crucial during this period to avoid impulsive actions and decisions. The energy of Mars can heighten emotions and quick reactions, but thoughtful and practical approaches will help navigate this transit wisely. If I talk about the aspect of Mars, it's Fourth aspect during this time will fall on Virgo and Ketu, which may stir up irritability and impulsive tendencies. So it's a good idea to stay calm and avoid making hasty decisions. This energy can also create disputes or disagreements. So try to manage conflicts thoughtfully. Now, the seventh aspect of Mars will influence Sagittarius, which can cause impulsive choices and pull you away from the path of dharma, that is righteousness. Be mindful of how you approach your decisions to avoid unnecessary mistakes. Meanwhile, Mars's eighth aspect on Capricorn, a sign which is ruled by Saturn, can bring out aggression and amplify feelings of ego. Additionally, with Sun transiting Capricorn until mid-February, the combination of Mars and Sun can intensify ego and anger. While this fiery energy can be challenging, it also has a positive side. If handled wisely, Mars's influence on Sun can provide the strength and confidence to take decisive action and initiate something meaningful. The key is to avoid letting ego and anger drive your decisions. By staying calm and thoughtful, you can make the most of this transit. Now, who will be the most affected by this transit? Those having Mars, Moon conjunction, Mars, Mercury conjunction, or any major planet in Gemini. People running under Mahadasha or Antardasha of Mars, Moon, Jupiter, or Mercury. Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Leo ascendants or moon signs will see significant effects of this transit. And for remedial measures, chant Hanuman Ashtak, Hanuman Chalisa, or simply chant Shri Ram Chandrai Namaha. This will help you a lot to gain positivity and keep yourself grounded. Now coming to quick ascendant-wise analysis. Aries ascendant. For Aries natives, Mars is currently retrograde in your third house, the sign of Gemini. During this period, you may find yourself revisiting and reanalyzing past decisions, especially those related to third house matters. It's a time for reflection and reconsideration, which can help you refine your plans and actions. However, things might not unfold as smoothly as you would like in areas relating to your third house. For example, relationship with your siblings might not meet your expectations, or a planned trip might face delays or disruptions. Frustration and irritation could build, especially if projects or tasks you are trying to start don't go according to plan. This frustration might also seep into your communication, potentially causing unnecessary arguments or misunderstandings. That said, this period offers a great opportunity to lay the groundwork for something new. Mars in Gemini provides the energy to begin fresh initiatives, but it's crucial to think things through carefully before taking action. With Mars in Punarvasu Nakshatra ruled by Jupiter, you are supported by Jupiter's wisdom and guidance. Thoughtful, well-analyzed decisions will be very much successful and rewarding during this time because Mars is aspecting your 10th house, the house of karma and actions, where Sun is currently positioned. This gives you the drive and energy to act, but it's essential to pause and ask yourself whether your actions align with your goals and values. Taking time to reflect and reassess can turn challenges into opportunities. This period can also be very favorable for sports or adventurous activities, but it's important not to overdo it. Excessive risk-taking or showing too much courage can lead to harm. Stay balanced, thoughtful, and patient, and this transit can ultimately work in your favor. Now, the fourth aspect of Mars will fall on your 6th house and Ketu. This combination can bring heightened anger and a tendency towards conflict. Be mindful of your communication as Mars in the 3rd house can make your words sharp and disputes could escalate into legal matters if not handled carefully. It's crucial to remain calm and avoid confrontations during this time, especially with neighbors. Additionally, Mars's influence on your 6th house could bring challenges related to health. With Ketu already positioned in the 6th house and Mars's fiery energy adding pressure, it's important to prioritize your well-being. Pay attention to any health issues that arise. Now, the 7th aspect of Mars will fall on your 9th house, Sagittarius. This highlights the importance of walking the path of dharma and righteousness. Since Mars is in Punarvasu Nakshatra ruled by Jupiter and Sagittarius is also ruled by Jupiter, there's a strong emphasis on staying true to your values and maintaining faith, especially if life feels off track. During this period, relationships with mentors, father figures, or spiritual guides may face ups and downs. Keep an eye on your father's health and work on maintaining harmony with those who guide you. Now, the 8th aspect or the destructive aspect of Mars will impact your 10th house, where Sun is currently positioned in Capricorn. On a positive side, this can energize you to take decisive steps in your career. However, Mars's energy might also push you towards impulsive actions, which can lead to issues with higher authorities or workplace conflicts. Be cautious, especially while Sun remains in Capricorn until mid-February. You might find yourself reworking or revisiting projects at work. Use this as an opportunity to refine your efforts rather than letting frustration take over. Overall, this period calls for Aries natives to focus on their health, avoid disputes, and exercise patience in all aspects of life. Transformations are likely, but they will pave the way for growth if you approach them with calmness and wisdom. Avoid impulsive decisions, whether in your career or personal life. Instead, allow this time to guide you towards thoughtful actions and meaningful progress. Taurus Ascendant. For Taurus natives, Mars, which governs your 12th and 7th house, is retrograde and moving through Gemini, your 2nd house. This indicates that expenses are likely to rise, possibly bringing significant financial outflows. It's essential to be mindful of your spendings and avoid unnecessary expenditures during this period. Family matters might resurface, bringing past issues back into focus. This could lead to frustration, especially if health concerns arise within the family. Pay special attention to your speech, as Saturn position 9th from Mars will make your words carry more weight. Your communication will influence your public image and career, so choose your words wisely. Additionally, take care of your health issues related to eyes, throat, or teeth. Mars in your 2nd house might also prompt a re-evaluation of financial decisions. If Mars's energy manifests negatively in your chart, you could feel tempted to take unethical financial shortcuts. Since Mars is also aspecting your 9th house, the house of dharma, staying on the right path is crucial. Ethical conduct will help navigate this period more smoothly. You might also crave rich, spicy foods, but it's best to maintain a balanced diet, as overindulgence could impact your well-being. Now, the 4th aspect of Mars will fall on your 5th house, where Ketu is currently positioned. This can provide your children with the drive to work hard towards their goals. However, be careful not to overwhelm them with expectations, as this could lead to conflicts. Gentle guidance and patience will be more beneficial than pressure. Now, the 7th aspect of Mars will fall on your 8th house in Sagittarius. This signals the need to be extra cautious regarding road safety and potential injuries. You might also experience tensions with in-laws, so it's best to remain composed and avoid impulsive reactions. Since Mars affects both the 5th and 8th houses, speculative investments should be avoided, especially the risky investments. Exercise caution if engaging in financial markets. Mars's destructive or the 8th aspect will now fall on your 9th house, Capricorn. highlighting concerns regarding your parents' health. Be mindful of how you communicate with them, as well as with mentors, teachers, or spiritual guides. Mars's energy could make your speech sharp, so maintaining respect and patience will be important. On a positive note, this transit can provide energy to the sun in Capricorn, making it an excellent time to pursue learning or higher education. Overall, Taurus ascendant should focus on mindful communication, careful financial planning, and maintaining harmony within the family. Health should be a priority both for yourself and your loved ones. Avoid unnecessary expenses and speculative investments. Patience and wisdom will be the key to navigating this period successfully. Gemini ascendants. For Gemini natives, Mars ruling your 6th and 11th house is retrograde and transiting your 1st house. That is a Gemini. If you have been working diligently towards your goals but haven't seen the rewards until now, then this transit may finally bring you the gains you deserve. However, since Mars is also your 6th lord, its retrograde motion in your 1st house signals potential health concerns. Prioritizing your well-being is essential during this period. Financially, this transit appears favorable, but it's crucial not to become overly driven by desires. Contentment and ethical decision-making will help you navigate this phase wisely. Retrograde Mars in your 1st house may amplify aggression, impatience, and frustration within you. It's important to stay away from these feelings and also from disputes, as Mars's connection to your 6th house can make conflicts more intense. Additionally, Rahu is 10th from retro Mars, which makes it very essential to walk the path of dharma and avoid unethical shortcuts to success. This transit can also make your speech harsher and more dominant. So being mindful of how you react with others is essential. Now the 4th aspect of Mars will fall on your 4th house, the sign of Virgo, where Ketu is positioned. This indicates that your mother's health may require extra attention, and property-related matters should be approached with caution. Avoid making major real estate decisions for now. With Mars in your 1st house, you may also be more argumentative than usual. So practicing patience at home is advisable to maintain harmony. Now the 7th aspect of Mars will fall on your 7th house. This can make you overly protective or sensitive in relationships, which may unintentionally cause misunderstandings or disputes with your partner. Thoughtfulness in communication will help avoid unnecessary conflicts. This transit also highlights the need to focus on both your own and your partner's health. For those in business, careful decision making is the key, as this aspect may impact relationships with business partners as well. Now the 8th aspect of Mars will fall on your 8th house, the sign of Capricorn, where Mercury, your ascendant lord, is currently positioned until February 11th. This intensifies health concerns, particularly for those with chronic conditions such as blood pressures, heart issues, or cholesterol problems. It's crucial to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Avoid overexertion, manage stress levels, and be cautious of potential misunderstandings or ego clashes, especially with in-laws. To navigate this transit smoothly, focus on staying calm, practicing patience, and maintaining good health habits. Eating sattvic food, reducing spicy intake, following a proper sleep schedule, and incorporating meditation can help keep both your physical and mental health balanced. Cancer ascendants. For Cancer natives, it's a slight relief as Mars is temporarily moving out of your 1st house, its debilitation sign, and entering your 12th house. It's in retrograde motion. Mars rules your 10th and 5th house, and its retrograde position in the 12th house may bring stress or restlessness in your career. This could lead to disturbed sleep patterns, making it essential to maintain a calm and stress-free mindset. If your chart supports it, there may be opportunities for work-related travel or abroad foreign travel, but it's advisable to be cautious during these travels. This transit can also amplify expenditures. You may feel the urge to spend more and more to keep your loved ones happy. But managing finances wisely is crucial to avoid unnecessary spendings. If you have habits such as drinking, alcohol, or any other addictions, this is a good time to reconsider and work towards eliminating them. Otherwise, Mars in the 12th house along with Saturn in the 8th could have long-term implications on your health. Prioritizing a healthy diet and lifestyle is essential during this period. Now, retro Mars will aspect your 3rd house with its 4th aspect, where Ketu is positioned. This can create tensions with younger siblings or neighbors. It may also make your speech harsher, which could lead to conflicts. Additionally, there's a possibility of making impulsive career decisions, so it's important to think carefully before acting. If your children are trying to go abroad, this transit might bring delays requiring additional documentation or repeated processes. Past health issues may also resurface during this time. Now, the 7th aspect of retro Mars will fall on your 6th house, Sagittarius. This aspect can make you more prone to anger. Remember that excessive anger or aggression could lead to unnecessary conflicts and even create enemies. Be mindful of your words and actions. Additionally, take care of your health, as retro Mars in 12th aspecting 6th house could affect your health. Now, the 8th aspect of retro Mars will fall on your 7th house. Here, approach your relationships, be it personal or professional, with wisdom, as ego aggression or possessiveness won't serve you well, especially with Sun and Mercury transiting your 7th house until mid-February. And be mindful of your partner's health and be very careful of your speech in public and with your partner, either business or your life partner. Overall, for Cancer natives, this transit calls for caution regarding health and finances. Be mindful of your children's well-being and approach relationships with patience and wisdom. Aggression or possessiveness will not be beneficial during this time. Staying calm and composed will help navigate this period more smoothly. Leo ascendants. For Leo natives, retrograde Mars is transiting your 11th house in the sign of Gemini. Mars rules your 9th and your 4th house. And its movement to the 11th house brings relief, especially from the troubles caused by debilitated Mars in your 12th house. Many of your health concerns may stabilize or improve while Mars remains in Gemini. Financially, this period is positive, particularly if you have been working hard but not seeing positive results. This transit could bring the rewards you have been waiting for. However, since Mars rules your Dharma Bhav, your 9th house, it is essential to walk the path of righteousness and avoid unethical means to achieve success. This is also a time when you might need to reevaluate your finances and investments. You may find yourself questioning whether your past financial decisions were wise, leading to adjustments or reconsiderations. Despite the financial gains, this position of Mars could create disagreements with elder siblings, or with friends, or with your social circle. Be mindful of your communication and avoid unnecessary arguments, which will be very helpful in maintaining harmony in your relationships. Now, retrograde Mars aspects your 2nd house with its 4th aspect, where Ketu is positioned. This makes it necessary to be cautious with your speech. It can make you more blunt and direct, which might not always be received well by others. Keeping your desires in check and maintaining a balanced approach will be beneficial. The fourth aspect of Mars on your second house can also amplify unresolved family issues or increase frustration within the family. Staying calm and composed will be key to navigating this period effectively. Now, the seventh aspect of Mars will fall on your fifth house. Usually, retrograde planets are considered quite powerful. So, if you are pregnant, then be careful with your health. Be very polite and warm in your communication with your children and loved ones. A good period for those dealing in products or services related to children, as you get the necessary energy and enthusiasm from retro Mars for new initiations or expansion of your business. And also a good time for those in sports or related fields. Now, the eighth aspect of Mars will fall on your sixth house, where Sun and Mercury are currently positioned. A good time for competitive exams. However, you might need to revise your syllabus more than once, as it can make you defocused. But a good period overall for competitive exams. And be cautious with your health issues, especially related to heart or blood pressure. Virgo Ascendant. For Virgo natives, retrograde Mars is transiting your 10th house in the sign of Gemini. Mars rules your 8th and your 3rd house, making this period full of fluctuations and transformations in your career. This transit is particularly beneficial for those in fields like communication, travel, investigation, journalism, criminology, or astrology. However, avoid making impulsive career decisions as retrograde Mars in your 10th house can create tensions with co-workers or higher authorities, potentially leading to frustration. It's important to remain patient and think carefully before considering career shifts. With Mars as your 8th lord in retrograde motion in 10th house, professional ups and downs are likely. However, this transit also provides you with the energy to work on new projects. So, adapting a practical rather than an overly emotional approach will be beneficial. You will need to work hard and may have to redo many tasks in your career, which could frustrate or anger you. Therefore, try not to get frustrated or angry and do your karma faithfully. Now, the fourth aspect of Mars will fall on your first house, where Ketu is currently positioned. This may make you appear more impulsive or assertive, which could affect your reputation. This aspect could also increase anger in your behavior and speech. But on a positive side, it will provide energy to your ascendant. If you have been struggling with discipline or organization, then this aspect can help bring improvements. Health should not be neglected, as retrograde Mars aspecting Ketu in your first house could lead to health concerns. Now, the seventh aspect of Mars will fall on your fourth house, Sagittarius. This suggests paying extra attention to your mother's health. This is also not the ideal time for property purchases. Meanwhile, Mars's 8th aspect on your 5th house, where Sun and Mercury are currently positioned, could lead to ego clashes or tensions with children, making interactions feel dry or lacking warmth. To maintain harmony, focus on nurturing relationships and avoid being overly dominant. Since Sun, your 12th lord, in the 5th house and Mars aspecting it, be mindful of both your health and your children's health, especially regarding stomach-related issues. And be mindful of speculative investments as well. In romantic relationships, avoid being too controlling, as this could strain your connection. For students, despite potential frustration with studies, this planetary energy can be actually helpful in improving your learning if approached with discipline and persistence. Staying focused and dedicated will be the key during this transit. Libra Ascendants. For Libra natives, Mars ruling your 2nd and 7th house is retrograde and transiting your 9th house. in Gemini. This transit may cause you to question societal norms and belief system, leading to inner conflicts about what is right and what is wrong. Such realizations might make you more frustrated with certain societal or personal matters. So it's essential to stay grounded and walk the path of spirituality and righteousness. On a positive note, this period may encourage spiritual journeys or long travels with your family. During this period, you may have to redo certain tasks or revisit certain places. Now, the fourth aspect of Mars will fall on your 12th house, Virgo, where Ketu is currently positioned. This could amplify sleep disturbances. If you have already been experiencing sleep issues due to Ketu's presence, this aspect might intensify them, possibly due to work pressure or travel. Maintaining a disciplined lifestyle, including proper sleep schedules, timely meals, and avoiding unhealthy habits will be crucial. Additionally, with Rahu in your 6th house and Ketu in your 12th house, existing health issues, if any, may worsen. Prioritizing your well-being is essential. Now, the 7th aspect of Mars will fall on your 3rd house, Sagittarius, which will provide energy and motivation for new projects or initiatives that may have been stalled. However, this aspect can also create tension with younger siblings or neighbors, making interactions more challenging. Neighbors in particular might create unnecessary issues, so it's best to avoid verbal disputes. Mars's influence on the 3rd house could also make your speech harsher. So, patience and thoughtful communication will be necessary to prevent misunderstandings. The 8th aspect of retro Mars will fall on your 4th house, Capricorn, where Sun and Mercury are currently transiting. This suggests paying close attention to your parents' health. The energy of these planets combined with Mars's influence may cause frustration, confusion, or anger within the household. Harsh words or impulsive actions could unintentionally hurt family members. So maintaining harmony through mindful speech is crucial. Since Jupiter is also aspecting your 4th house, using this wisdom will help balance the aggressive energy present in this area of your life. When it comes to property or asset purchases, it's advisable to be cautious and avoid impulsive decisions. Additionally, if you are considering investments in stock market, this is not an ideal time for heavy investments. Without careful analysis, thoughtful and well-planned financial decisions will be necessary to navigate this period effectively. Scorpio Ascendants. For Scorpionites, Mars, which rules your 1st and 6th house, is retrograde in the sign of Gemini, your 8th house. This is not an ideal placement for physical well-being, as it may bring unexpected transformations and fluctuations in various aspects of life. Health concerns could become more prominent, particularly for those dealing with chronic conditions like blood pressure issues, heart diseases, or digestive troubles. Avoid spicy food, maintaining a healthy diet, and steering clear of intoxications will be essential during this period. This period may also bring changes in your relationship with younger siblings and neighbors. If there have been existing tension, this retrograde Mars transit could intensify them, making it crucial to maintain patience and diplomacy. Additionally, interactions with in-laws might become more challenging and any unresolved issues could surface. To avoid unnecessary disputes, it is best to remain calm and engage only when necessary. Engaging disputes only when necessary. Now, the 4th aspect of Mars will fall on your 11th house, Virgo, where Ketu is positioned. This could bring transformations in your social circle, friendships, and connections with elder siblings. There may be changes in financial matters as well, and some fluctuations in gains or investments might occur. Now, the 7th aspect of Mars will fall on your 2nd house. There is a possibility of tension in family life and financial matters. Communication could become more direct or harsh. So choosing words carefully will be necessary to avoid conflicts. Now, the eighth aspect or the destructive aspect of Mars will impact your third house in the sign of Capricorn, where Sun and Mercury are currently transiting. This may bring shifts in relationships with younger siblings and neighbors, creating potential disputes or misunderstandings. However, this aspect also provides an opportunity to take new initiatives, though these initiatives may come with some obstacles and delays, and any new projects or ventures should be approached with patience and wisdom, utilizing the guiding influence of Jupiter, which is aspecting your third house. The balance provided by Jupiter's influence can help mitigate some of the aggressive energy of Mars, ensuring more stable approach to decision making and communication. Sagittarius ascendant. For Sagittarius natives, Mars rules your 12th house and your 5th house and is currently retrograde and transiting the sign of Gemini, your 7th house. This is not an ideal time for marriage, as retro Mars in the 7th house can bring impulsiveness, dominance, and possessiveness into relationships. Maintaining patience and understanding with your spouse or business partners will be crucial during this period. Now, if I talk about the aspects of Mars, the fourth aspect of retro Mars will fall on your 10th house, where Ketu is positioned. This suggests that impulsive decisions in your career could have negative consequences. It will be important to focus on perfecting your work rather than competing with others or rushing to meet deadlines. A disciplined and mindful approach to your profession will yield better results. Now, the seventh aspect of Mars will fall on your first house, your ascendant, making it essential to be cautious with your speech, your actions, and your health. This aspect can also bring heightened energy, making you more assertive, but it's important to channel this energy constructively. Maintaining a balanced diet and taking care of your health will be the priority to avoid unnecessary stress and health complications. Now, the eighth aspect of retro Mars will impact your second house, which governs family life and finances. Some fluctuations may arise in these areas, making it necessary to manage your resources wisely and avoid unethical means to achieve financial goals. Health concerns related to the eye or teeth could also surface, so extra care is advised. Since your ascendant Lord Jupiter is currently transiting your 6th house, health matters should not be ignored and maintaining overall well-being should be a priority. Capricorn ascendants. For Capricorn natives, Mars rules your 4th house and your 11th house, and currently it is retrograde and transiting the sign of Gemini, your 6th house. This transit can help resolve lingering disputes, especially legal ones, and give you an upper hand over enemies. However, it may also increase opposition and conflicts, so it's crucial to handle matters with caution. With Sun currently transiting your 1st house, Mars in the 6th house, this is a great period to build discipline in your daily routine life. Maintaining structured habits, including walking, exercising, waking up early, eating on time, will be strongly supported by these transits. However, retro Mars in the 6th house can also bring health concerns, particularly as it aspects your 1st house with its 8th aspect. Maintaining a healthy diet and avoiding stress will be the key to preventing any health complications. If you are preparing for competitive exams, this transit can provide necessary determination and focus. At the same time, conflicts related to property, home, or your workplace may arise. So it's best to stay away from unnecessary disputes, whether verbal or physical, as they could escalate into larger problems. Now, the 4th aspect of Mars will fall on your 9th house, where Ketu is positioned in the sign of Virgo. This may bring challenges in travel or issues related to your father's health may arise. Additionally, since Mars rules your 4th house and is retrograde in your 6th house, it is also essential to monitor your mother's health. Maintaining her well-being will be essential. And maintain faith and staying spiritually grounded will help navigate this period more smoothly. Now, the 7th aspect of Mars, retro Mars, will fall on your 12th house, making discipline crucial. Poor lifestyle habits such as staying up late, excessive screen time, or indulging in alcohol and smoking can lead to sleep disturbances. This aspect may also increase expenses, so financial prudence is advised. Finding balance between mental and physical well-being will be necessary to avoid unnecessary stress. Now, the 8th aspect of Mars will directly fall on your 1st house, your ascendant, reinforcing the need for health awareness. If you can maintain discipline and balanced routine, Jupiter's aspect on your ascendant will act as a protective shield and guiding force, helping you manage challenges and effectively, especially those related to health. Now, for Aquarius natives, Mars rules your 3rd and 10th house and is currently retrograde in the sign of Gemini, your 5th house. This transit can bring challenges related to children, possibly affecting their health or leading to conflicts between you and them. Either you may react impulsively or your children might display frustration and anger towards you. To maintain harmony, it's crucial to adopt a friendly and understanding approach rather than imposing your thoughts on them. If you are pregnant, prioritize self-care and take extra precautions. For students, this is the time to stay focused and work hard towards academic goals. Now, the 4th aspect of Mars will fall on your 8th house, where it can bring fluctuations in your relationships with in-laws. It's also essential to take care of your health and your children's health and your partner's well-being as well. Additionally, with retro Mars aspecting the 8th house and Ketu, this is not an ideal time or period for aggressive investments in speculative markets. Avoid risky financial decisions as they could lead to unexpected losses. Now, the 7th aspect of Mars will fall on your 11th house, which might make you feel like your gains are restricted. However, sometimes excessive desires prevent us from appreciating what we already have. Mars can make you chase after more and more, but at the same time, its 8th aspect on your 12th house can result in unexpected expenses, especially if financial discipline is lacking. Since Jupiter is also aspecting your 12th house, using its wisdom will help you manage finances better and minimize the negative effects of Mars. This aspect of Mars can also cause sleep disturbances, which may be further intensified by the Sun's transit in your 12th house. To navigate this period effectively, maintaining mental balance and balance of your lifestyle will be crucial. Avoid unnecessary stress, impulsive financial decisions, and excessive desires. And instead, focus on using Jupiter's guidance to manage your life with wisdom. Pisces ascendant. For Pisces natives, Mars rules your 2nd house and your 9th house and is currently retrograde in transiting your 4th house, the sign of Gemini. This retrograde motion of Mars in your 4th house can disturb your peace of mind, bringing restlessness and anger. So it's important to avoid taking out your anger on your family or in public. If your mother is dealing with any health issues, particularly blood pressure or acidity related issues, pay extra attention to her well-being. If you are considering purchasing property or assets, it's better to wait until Mars moves out of your 4th house. If that's not possible, ensure you make careful and thoughtful decisions. Avoid impulsive actions. This transit can also affect your home life, causing some tension or frustration. Be mindful of how you react in such situations. Now, the 4th aspect of Mars will fall on your 7th house, which could bring friction in your relationships, particularly with your spouse or business partners. With Ketu also transiting your 7th house, these tensions may intensify. It's crucial to remain calm Think before you speak and avoid conflicts in your personal and professional relationships. Now, the seventh aspect of Mars will fall on your 10th house, which can trigger tension at work, especially with bosses or colleagues. Be careful to avoid verbal disputes, as impulsive comments could create unnecessary problems. It's important to stay calm and choose your words wisely during this transit. The eighth aspect of retro Mars will fall on your 11th house, potentially bringing financial gains, especially with Jupiter, Sun, and Mercury influencing this area. However, try to keep your desires in check and avoid letting your ego or anger control your decision making. Your family, which may feel frustrating at times, could act as a helpful guiding force, providing wisdom in challenging situations. The key advice for Pisces natives during this time is to stay calm, patient, grounded, and positive. Take guidance from wise individuals in your life and maintain balance to safely navigate through this period. So that's it. I hope you gain insights from this video, and please do not forget to like and share our videos and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Until then, namaste.